What it do, everybody? It's your boy, BX Brother 718_TV live with Madden. NFL20 Legacy Football League Custom Franchise Mode. I have my Oakland Raiders going up against Gold Rush and his Indianapolis Colts here in week 4. Took a punishing defeat second half of last week's game versus the Vikings. So we're looking to turn this one around and hopefully get a better outcome.
All right, much appreciated, Coach.
And listen,
we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA
Get the bucket
Sports.
out of here, please.
Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 31, check 31. 11 Z. 10, under 10, 10. Monday.
Here's Locke. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wide, 622. 54. What's the run? They're running it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And this one complete right side to Funches.
On man.
Try.
Do something, fellas.
And he's
Damn.
taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Luck.
Oh, he fucking stands there. What the?
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Oh, dude.
Devin Funches, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. has Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
49, check 49, check. You're mine. Bravo. Express. 41's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Carr gonna throw. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
185. Lie down. Check the backer, check the backer. 93. 93.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Oh,
As a
my
former
God,
DB,
man.
You might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Put that team on the box. 12. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. is Luck. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to throw, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways.
I had a faster running back, man. Oh, man.
On the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 5-7.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
93. Back. Express. 53. Mike. Down to lose one.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
We're good. You ready? Express. Hey, Alpha. Express. Be ready. 41.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running on first down with Ware. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. 12.
To throw is Love. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Down. 185. It's just one. Later one. Switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hands up.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. First down. Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why his team showed up. Jumper.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Right now, 280. 694. You can't rock me. Hey, orbit. Yeah, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's run. Later one.
From the gun, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Luck now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Strong right. Check 52. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They run the counter. Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You got it.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Ricky. Out. Big ass. 12. Kill.
This is Hines. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Kill. Turn it up.
They'll try the air now with Locke.
Oh, on him.
This is going to be caught. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 140. Easy. Alert.
On first down, Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But one thing that I like defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To the air again, Luck. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get him. Express. Motion. Go Chief. Watch the twist.
Richard on the toss. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Crowell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double. White Monday down. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. It's soft, baby, that's baby soft.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Richard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What now? Blue 80. Raider 1. 41's coming. 41's the mic. All day.
On 2nd and 12. Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
7:34. 5. Express. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Kill. Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Delta. Express. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 41's the mic.
Now Carr. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was Justin Houston, a native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. This is Crowell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Martin. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Smith. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Blue 40. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Shoot. 11Z. Check 11Z. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
Here's Luck. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Mike got 9. Watch the run. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check it out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Going up top. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it, now a hit and a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Ripkowski. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Whatever her name is.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Crowell. Takes it to the 26, just a one-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On first down, Crowell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain.
There's wipes everywhere, man.
That they just had against them.
There's wipes everywhere. Go in your mom room and get the wipe.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go, Mexico. Hey, check.
On first down, it's Luck. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Check out. Blue 90. Come on. You better bring it.
Luck on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
58, boys, 58. Get set.
On second down now. Richard, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Down. 180. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. White Monday down. Check 3. Ain't no way.
Carr. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
I got you, son. Show it up. Deuce right, Chief. Watch 83. Topper. Yes, sir.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
58 to Mike, 58.
From the 35 on second down, Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6-18. 41. We've got to wedge that. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
On first down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yo, man, I'm playing against a guy with delay in his connection, man. There's nothing I can do about that.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yes, sir.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts,
yes, sir.
But they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
12. Hey, Zoo. 50, mark 50. Strong right.
Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's back to throw.
And he fucking stays there. I don't get these fucking DBs, man.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Haywood. Mike's 50.
Now it's Hines. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
Let's go. Thank God. Use a pick on that one.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Ooh, I am not playing no games with Goldie, man.
It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week.
Yo, LeVar, what's going on, man? Fucking nail biter here, man.
Is those 6 inches between the ears, But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator,
Yo, Truth.
quarterback's coach, maybe the backup
No
quarterback.
Reggie
That's who he
Miller
needs
joke
to get
gift
with
here,
now
bro.
and get himself calm.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders.
Oh,
and I tell
shit,
you,
yo.
this was a fun one. Just a close game.
Damn.
Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly
Nah, you can't
in
do
this
that,
one.
man.
Not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Oakland,
Needed that one,
it'll
man.
be a
Thank
500
fucking
start as
God,
the win
man.
gets them back to 2-2, and they will hit.
Thank God. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. He's a good pass protector already. Want that power. Did I get his route running up? What's this? Catching traffic catch. DN, run stopper, speed rusher. PJ Hall. He's a D tackle, so gotta get his run stopper up there. God, he is all the way dirt. All right, there we go.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of
I
your
am
points because a portion
2
of the
and
remaining
2.
points will be lost when you advance the week.
Oh my God. Hey, I'd say our defense held up pretty well against Luck this week. We forced them into a couple picks. That's rare, man. Just glad we got the win. You can never be too sure about a victory when you're facing an elite quarterback, but we did it. I'm proud of our guys. All right. 100 XP boost for linebackers. That's good. I don't even want to see what he wants. Coach, I really Disappointed that you didn't get me more involved in the game, especially after our talk. I was open out there. These DBs couldn't hang with me. Seriously, can make plays. We both know it. So why didn't you get me more opportunity, man? Such a punk. Oh no, it definitely is. My offense got up there. I need to get my defense up there though, man. That's what I want. So right now in the division, I jump up. Okay. Second in the division behind Truth. All right, man. I'm out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in with your boy, BX Brother 718_TV with Madden NFL 20 Legacy Football League Custom Franchise Mode, Season 1, Week 4. My Oakland Raiders defeated Goldie and his Colts 19-14. Tune in next week as we take on Swim Funk and his Chicago Bears at home. Peace.